Hey you guys, it's Crystal from the Abundantly Blessed Homestead, where we use the wisdom of our ancestors to make amazing, nourishing, delicious meals for our family and grow some of our own food. Today is a video all about how to cure your own bacon. This is going to be a two-part series, just to keep this video short because it's a really easy process. And so we're going to do, in this first part, we're going to talk about what you asked for as far as from the butcher when you order this. We're also going to cover what you put into the curing mix, how to cure it, how long to cure it for, and then in the next video we're going to show how you smoke it and slice it, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and angle down the camera and we'll get started. So this is the pork in question. We have two of these slabs. These are known as a fresh side of pork. Some people call it pork belly. This is about 2 to 3 pounds, so I have two of these to do. And so basically when you go to order your pork from the butcher, when they go through all of the different categories, when you get to the bacon, you're going to make sure you specify that you want it in a slab. You don't want it sliced. I made that mistake one year, so we want a slab. And then also you do not want them to cure it at all. So it's just a fresh side of pork. Same thing with like ham, if you're going to go to do that. So fresh side of pork, no curing, in a slab. And sometimes if you tell them that you're going to cure and smoke it yourself, they'll understand what you mean. That's what we're looking for. So now I'm going to show you what we're going to use to cure it. So this is a super, super easy mixture. This is homemade brown sugar. You don't have to make it homemade. I just did. So this is 2 cups of raw cane sugar and then 2 tablespoons of molasses. And then I just whisked it up really quick with the mixer here. And to this, we're going to add 2 cups of healthy salt. So I'm going to be using Azure Standard's pink Himalayan salt. You could use Celtic sea salt. Fine grain is fine, but you don't want to use like ultra fine or velvet grind salt because it won't be able to get washed out of the meat. So we're just going to use the fine crystal. We're going to go ahead and add 2 cups of that to this mixture. So I have the 2 cups of salt in here, so I'm just going to mix it. So essentially what we're making is a 50-50 mixture of brown sugar and healthy salt. Give it a good mix, get all those clumps compressed there of the salt so we don't get a salty spot. And now we're ready to go. So I'm going to be curing this bacon in gallon-sized freezer bags. So this obviously isn't going to fit all in one bag. So I'm going to go ahead and chop it down the center. And it's important that you do this right now, and you'll see why in just a minute. So it's chopped down the center. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to cover each piece of bacon slab with the sugar salt mix. You're also going to get it on the ends, and that's why you want to chop that and slice it in half right away. This is so easy, you guys. You don't need any of the chemical nitrates. You don't need any. This will be my 3rd year doing this. It works out perfectly. Just gonna flip it on over. Yes, you're gonna lose some onto the cutting board. That's okay. I'm just gonna add it. Okay, so now this slab is finished. So I'm going to go ahead and move it into the bag. And once this is inside the bag, it can stay in the refrigerator. We're just going to set it right on the refrigerator shelf, just like this, for 10 to 14 days. And what we're going to be looking for is the salt is going to draw the liquid out of the meat. That's the goal here. So as this bag starts to fill up with liquid, we're going to drain it out. So I check mine every single day and drain out whatever liquid comes for the next 10 to 14 days. Usually on the second side here, I'll just kind of lay it in the salt and sugar mixture that's already on my cutting board. Just try to use every little bit of it. And then I will go to my reserve, which is in that mixer bowl. But this is so easy. There's also, this is a dry method of curing, but there's also like a wet method where you soak it. I've never done the wet method. A lot of people will buy the celery powder to do that. This has just always worked for me, and it's super, super easy, and it uses stuff that's already in my kitchen, and so this is the way I usually do it. You could add other seasonings at this point, but just know that this is all going to get rinsed off after the curing process, and we'll cover that in the next video, exactly how to do that, how much to rinse, and etc. This side's got to get done, but it really, really is easy. And this just adds like a little bit of sweetness to the, and this is the way they used to do it. Just using sugar to preserve and salt as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move these to the refrigerator. Like I said, 10 to 14 days. And then I'll bring you guys back for part number 2. But this is the first step in how to cure your own pork at home. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.